What's going on, everyone? My name's Tenebris Infinite, and 2022 was an absolutely massive year for Generation Zero. But today, for New Year's Eve, I'd like to look ahead to 2023 and talk about some of the things I'd like to see most this upcoming year. With us hitting year 4 in Generation Zero, we've been through a lot these past few years. A lot of highs and some lows along the way too. But overall, Generation Zero's development is a steady course up the mountain of potential this game has. So for this 4th year, I'd love to see more headway made with 10 things I think we need to see in 2023. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button or leave a comment about what you'd like to see this year in the comments section down below. So the number one thing I'd love to see, and I think the community would really love to see as well, is the opening of a 3rd island. It's been a very long time since we've had a major DLC, and even longer than that since we've seen any sort of a full-blown expansion to where we can go. And so I think this year would be the best opportunity to refresh that side of GZ. Give us new land to conquer and explore, maybe some sort of a meaty plotline to go through, or maybe some new weapons or gear to collect. I think the opening of a new island when Generation Zero's community is at one of the strongest points it's ever been at would be such a good thing for us all to enjoy. Now, as far as we know, the team has apparently not been focusing on an island expansion so far. So this might be a bit of a pipe dream for the year, but it's one I'm going to hold on to. I mean, we have seen the development of road and terrain changes on these islands, so there has been some slight work done on them. But it's hard to tell if that's work done in prep for something or not. There's evidence of more Soviet expansions happening across Ostertorn, and that might take the primary focus for now. So we'll have to see if we get lucky in year 4 here, but I'd be happy to see either of these islands get added to the game. Now, here's another thing that we haven't seen much of in a while: new base game weapons. 2022 really was the year of weapon DLC, with us getting a great number of items and weapons through DLC purchases. This year, it would be great to see that mixed up a bit. Some DLC and some freebies thrown in there for all of us. There are lots of Swedish weapons, hunting weapons, and even Soviet weapons that would all be great to see added to the base game to further expand our arsenals. And the addition of them to the base game would be nice overall, I think. It gives them room to get experimental variants easier later on than the DLC packs we've gotten so far, which is a win-win for late game players and new players too. Most of the stuff in this list are long-time hopes of mine, but this one and the next kinda go hand in hand potentially, and that is opening Bunker 666. This enigmatic location has held my curiosity for years now, and I'm dying to find out what the team's planning for this spot. Whether it's the Iron Church or a battle arena or just flippin' anything, it would be great to have this place opened just to have the answers even. But if Bunker 666 could finally open in 2023, it could possibly benefit a few things on this list. Like finally meeting the Iron Church, a faction I've wanted to meet since all the way back in 2019 going into 2021. This group first surfaced on Alpine and has made further moves on the mainland with a training boot camp and lots of activity in the streets of Ostervik. If we could meet this group and maybe even join them, it'd be huge for the plot moving forwards. Choosing between the Resistance and the Iron Church, or maybe we could fight the Iron Church if we go against them. There's a ton of spicy plot potential in this faction, and interesting lore that we have yet to uncover. If any faction joins the Machine Armageddon this year, I'm personally really hoping for it to be the Iron Church. Now let's switch things up from the more lore-related stuff to things that we can actually do in the game, namely expansions to base building. With base building being a very enjoyable activity in the game, it'd be great to see more decorative items and utility purposes brought to bases. The recent paid packs for support and defense in base building are great examples, and so I guess I'm just hoping for more. With more reasons to build bases, this feature can really reach its maximum potential here in the game. And what better to balance off our bases getting better than seeing base assaults expanded on too? A real smash hit of a feature, base assaults are some of the most fun activities in GZ, and seeing them get expanded on with more structures for Phoenix to use would be awesome. From big machine spawners for tanks and harvesters, to more turret and trap emplacements, different walls and doors, and maybe more major core structures like the command center and shield generators that we have to take down additionally to defeat the base. I think we're just at the cusp of what base assaults could be, and with a bit of flushing out, this could really become something great here in GZ. More than it already is, at least. Now, for something that doesn't get asked for as much, but I think would be integral to Generation Zero expanding and getting even better than it is, and that is improvements to the outfit system. From preset outfits to more schematics and combining schematics, we could see apparel become a really neat thing to engage with if it were just tidied up and brushed up a little bit. I think it would be a really fun thing for us to have as like external progression for our character here. One of the most unexpected DLC items this year was the Utility Pack, offering a bunch of unique items to use in our moment-to-moment gameplay. And even though crafting has seriously nerfed the usefulness of these items, it'd still be great to get at least one more type of pack like this to see get added for trap items. From tripwires to remote EMPs, improvised incendiary grenades and chemical grenades, and even more fun stuff like the dog from the utility pack. This pack was a surprise hit for me, and if there's a chance, I think a pack related to traps would be one of the best things for this game's more experimental gameplay. Now for the second last thing I'd like to see in 2023, the new kid on the block, weapon skins. An addition to the game that I think was a bit of a long time coming, being hugely requested by the community, and it fits just as well as we thought it would. But it's still in its early stages and I think has a lot of room to grow, just like the rest of GZ has over the years. So it'd be awesome to see weapon skins get a bit of love through the year, from new skins to find to new skin packs, improvements to the skin system, letting folks know what gun gets what skin easier, and also keeping the skins on guns that they're applied to, if possible. I'd personally like to see more ornate skins come to the game for a bit, as the gold skin on the Magnus has gotta be my favorite so far. But like most features in their early stages, this doesn't have any pressure to it unless if the team enjoys the concept of weapon skins themselves here. And the last thing is a simple one, but it's the unexpected things the team has in store for us. I really enjoyed all of the unexpected features that came around in 2022. From base assaults to the Soviet machines, those were some of the best things to come about last year. So I guess what I'm most looking forward to seeing in 2023 is what the team has hidden up their sleeves for us. Whether we find out early or we're surprised along the way, these unexpected things are what shows this team's ability to take Generation Zero up that mountain of potential. So please, again, let me know what you want to see most this year. This is going to be my final video before my holidays, so don't expect too much out of me for the next couple weeks. Though I may have the ability to cook up something along the way, so I guess we'll see what happens. But for now, I want to say thank you so much for an incredible 2022, everyone. We really knocked things out of the park for Generation Zero, and I'm super proud of where we've come to. But now we'll take on 2023 in full stride, man, and I'm just stoked for what the journey has ahead of us. But for now, my dudes, cheers, and I will catch you all next year. Until then, peace.